lot of people aren't gonna like this, but these are the top 10 best motion capture performances in movie history. And look, there's been a lot of iconic motion capture performances up to this point, but there can only be one. We gotta get to the bottom of which one is on top. And don't ever forget, it's my list, I can't miss. Starting off with some honorable mentions, I gotta give a shout out to my guy Willem Dafoe playing Tars Tarkas and John Carter. I love Willem Dafoe and I like John Carter. Plus, he was doing all this on stilts. Jason Cope, who plays the father Christopher, as well as a bunch of other prawns in District 9, was just absolutely incredible. His ability to convey human emotion in a fucking alien was crazy. But into our top 10, with number 10, I gotta give it to the grandfather of them all, Ahmed Best as Jar Jar Binks. Regardless of how you feel about Jar Jar Binks, he paved the way for motion capture work moving forward in the film industry. So Misa thinks he deserves a spot on the list. And shout out to Star Wars for bringing back Ahmed Best as a Jedi. Never deserved that hate. From there, I'm gonna go with Mark Rylance as the BFG in the BFG movie. Listen, I love the BFG book, and Mark Rylance does an incredible job in capturing every single bit of emotion for the big friendly giant. From there, I gotta go with Tom Hanks in the Polar Express because he plays not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. He plays 7 total roles in Polar Express, and he gave a pretty damn great performance for every single one. Now that's what I call putting the team on your back though. Steve Zahn as Bad Ape in War for the Planet of the Apes is generational. I mean, look at the drip. He got that shit on. He's the literal definition of time at club, impact at club. And I die for him. Next up, I gotta go with Benedict Cumberbatch as Smaug in the Hobbit franchise. Bro was on hands and knees for this role. That's what I call committing to the bit. I mean, he gave so much personality to a fucking dragon. And his voice was scarlet. You already knew we were gonna have Bill Nye as Davy Jones on here. This image comes up when everyone's like, why doesn't CGI look as good as it did 20 years ago? They're cooking with that tech because, oh my goodness, Davy Jones was immaculate. The way they were able to capture that type of performance from a man who got an octopus on his face is crazy. And I mean, Davy Jones just had that charisma, that aura. One of the best villains of all time. Speaking of one of the best villains of all time, I got Toby Kebbell as Koba in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Are you kidding me? Human. What? Where's Caesar? One Caesar. Caesar! That man Toby Kebbell was acting like he had a family to feed, and he gave us one of the most nuanced and layered performances for a fucking ape. Ape, follow Koba now. From one iconic villain to another, I got Josh Brolin as Thanos, and this one for me is just immaculate, incredible. The facial performance alone, while having a nutsack of a chin is crazy. But this man was delivering bars. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. Reddit, run from it. Destiny still arrives. I'm sorry, little one. The hardest choices require the strongest wills. I mean, given that type of performance while looking like this, I don't know how everyone else isn't just drop dead laughing every single time they looked at him. But in second place, I gotta go with Zoe Saldana as Neytiri in the Avatar movies, because who you know is acting like this while being a blue alien, a giant blue alien who needs to step on me. Moment of weakness. She be acting in these movies like she got a family of 50 to feed. She's trying to feed generations. I mean, really, the entire Avatar cast, Sam Worthington as Jake Sully, I gotta give a shout, immaculate. But in first place, Aura. Was there ever any doubt that it wasn't gonna be Andy Serkis as Caesar? Shit, fuck, just Caesar. Andy Serkis as Gollum is heavily considered as the motion capture performance. Not to mention every other single role he's portrayed. My bad, I had shit on the screen. Y'all better acknowledge him. That's why he's number 1. But that is just how I would rank him. Let me know how you rank him down in the comments below. And as always, like and follow for more.